Cyber Ninja Online, guys. Jesus Christ, it's getting bad. Sorry. Cyber Ninja Online, guys. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This is chapter 313, and when I last left off, I swear my joystick wasn't that bad. See how much that drifts? Like that right there isn't me. That's not me. That's not me. That's still not me. So anyways, long story short, we just found out I need a new controller. I've had this one for a little bit, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Real quick, I wanted to mention this. So by the time you see this video, most likely the issue will be fixed, whatever, hopefully, and everything will be back to normal. But I've been having issues with my computer for a while, as been stated and all that. And anyways, long story short, I just wanted to apologize to anyone. I swear I'm not crying, I'm just losing my voice. I want to apologize to everyone who has been waiting for these videos to come out on a daily basis and that's been watching the playthrough and series and has been up to date, but, you know, hasn't gotten the next part yet. Like I said, this is kind of after the fact, so it's almost pointless to say it, but yeah, no, you guys know me. I like to produce regularly, at least 2 videos a day, right? And I unfortunately haven't been able to do that, so it's not for a lack of me not wanting to. Like I said, it's just there's been issues with my computer, so hopefully by the time you see this, like I said, it'll all be fixed. I think I diagnosed the problem, and I'm gonna just waiting on the part, and then I can fix it and stuff, and hopefully it'll be back to normal, or pretty close to thereof. Anyways, with that long-winded intro aside, I was gonna say, I did a whole bunch of stuff off screen, so a lot of things and time has passed, and so I just wanted to kind of cover everything. Oops. So this is all the same. I haven't picked up any ability points, anything like that, or new abilities. Skills, I picked up, I believe, 2 more mastery points since we last played. So instead of having 48, I have 50 now. I'll explain where I got them shortly there. Inventory. As you can see, the falling hero stuff is all fully upgraded to mythical status, and then each piece is actually fully upgraded as well. Long story short, I was able to get the resources to upgrade it, so now it looks a lot cleaner, a lot smoother, a lot better, so I'm happy with that. The Togodominus's bearded axe looks very nice. It's actually more powerful than the blazing sword, so I'm going to use that on my main hand and the sword on my offhand. Nothing should has really changed on that side, except for, like I said, I've used a bunch of titanium and stuff thereof. Exotic resources should be the same. Runes, just some extra ones I picked up. I picked up the Seer Scheme Hall at one point. I don't know if we covered that or not. I got some tattoo schemes from turning in hunting rewards, so we're going to cover that in a bit here. I did also get this bow too, the Magyar hunting bow, for the final hunting delivery thing, so we'll cover that too. Order's still the same, obviously, for both Order of the Ancients and the Children of Danu. Obviously, we finished the Children of Danu a long time ago. Haven't done any extra quests. I did do some map cleanup and then some things thereafter, so that's kind of what I wanted to explain and show. So in Francia, there wasn't really anything to do except for collecting. We had a chest over here. It turns out it was in a sewer entrance, so there was an entrance here. I found it, and I ended up swimming to it, and I collected that chest. It was just your typical resources, so what? Iron, cloth, leather. That's the other one I was thinking of. And then I just kind of explored some of the edges of the maps out. So now it's fully mapped out, sort of thing. So that was it for Francia. There wasn't anything else. We've already completely got everything for upgrades here, and I confirmed that. And then there isn't anything special for the store in terms of, like, you can only get it in this DLC. Anything that's in the store I can also get at Ravensthorpe, so I'm gonna cover that after. But yeah, so this is completely done. There was nothing else here. We had already 100%ed all the other areas and all that. So Francia is done. Good opportunity to get a drink real quick. Yes. I do like how this now is like a yellow scheme and it glows and stuff. It's a lot nicer when it's cleaned up into this mythical status. Alright, so for the Ireland DLC, if you remember, we had one thing left here in Meath. I actually believe it was right there. It was a an offering. I think it was 5 big sturgeon or something like that. I went back to this river right here, and they're actually like right here in this river, so I was able to collect that, cash it in. That's where I got my 2 mystery points. Actually, I got one for doing that and another just for XP earned, so I hit like another quote-unquote level up. Besides that, everything else is done. Like I said previously, I've just mapped out all the extra spots in the map that were kind of hidden by fog of war, and that's that. The only other thing I've done too is I collected my overseas trading chest, sold all the resources, and kind of went from there. So both Francia and Ireland are done. As for the Isle of Skye, we were already done it the first time around. Like, there was no... Oh, that's worth mentioning too. There was nothing in Dublin. I like went over the map tooth and comb just to see if we were missing any small chests, and we weren't. So Dublin was completely done. As for the Isle of Skye, same thing, completely done. I don't think there was any areas I actually even had to reveal on the map. I believe it was all fully explored. The only thing is like that little bit there, but I'm not that OCD about it. Besides that, I double checked the map. There was no chests that we were missing, and we'd already 100%ed this area anyways. So that's that. In terms of Vinland, same sort of thing. I double checked the map just to make sure there was no... that was worrisome. I double checked the map to make sure there was no small chests that we may have missed, and nope, there isn't. I also made sure that it was 100%ed. I already knew we did the Wealth and Mysteries, but just double checked around. I looked in the store just to make sure there was nothing else, although anything we acquire here stays here. So all of this equipment that I'm currently equipped, it all stays here in Vinland. It never travels out of. Because I have that one perk, I'm able to use the spear and the club at the same time. But yeah, so that's the only thing that's going on here is I equipped both of those. We're going to come back to Norway in a second. Talk about Norway, because that's actually what we're going to be doing in this session. So the remains of this video and then the next video. If all goes well, hopefully. So here we are, Ravensthorpe. Yeah. So for England, I haven't done anything specifically yet. I still have areas on the map I want to just clean up, just to get them, you know, better. I think it was just, yeah, one there, a couple spots there, one there, and that's it. I haven't done any of the Cairn stones yet. I'm still trying to work on that. Huge pain in the ass. Yeah. As for Ravensthorpe specifically, the only thing that's changed is I'm working on the fishing deliveries. So we'll kind of quickly look over that.
I have something that may interest you.
So these are the ones I have left. So if you don't see it here, it means I've already completed it. And then obviously you can see what I've cashed in for these deliveries so far. So.
Thanks. I must be on my way.
And then, yeah, like I said, the hunting deliveries, we didn't have a whole lot left. It was, I think, polar bear fur, reindeer antlers, Arctic fox fur,
What have you
and
brought
black
me to-
bears.
Beautiful.
So I
Beautiful.
went and collected everything
Nature is
there,
amazing.
brought it back, cashed everything in, and then he had one more delivery for me.
I brought something for you.
You've done great work, Eivor. The lands are safer and the settlement has prospered thanks to you.
So I looked again, there was one more. It
see
was all
next
the
time.
bear furs, so we quickly gathered all of them. I think it was all the bear furs. And then I cashed it in, and that's that. Yeah. As for the general store, because we still have a lot to buy, I'm just going to keep buying as I can. And then at some
I would like
point,
to see what you have in stock.
off screen, most likely, I'm going to do a lot more river raiding, and then we'll just kind of go from there. But I still have a bunch of settlement cosmetics. Most are
practically made for you.
things you can only buy here, but some of them, like the Blossoming Tree Scheme, for example, you can buy at any store. Longship cosmetics, I believe, are mostly tied to here. Maybe not. No, the Niflheim and the Isu stuff I can get anywhere. Tattoo cosmetics and the hair cosmetics are only, I can only get them here. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff I still have to buy, so I still need a ton of silver.
Bring it to me.
I haven't sold any of my trade goods yet because I want to finish exploring Norway first, in case we run into an offering. And then once we do that, I'm going to start selling the animal trade goods. I'm going to obviously keep all the fish trade goods for now. And then once we finish all the deliveries, I can come back and start get rid of stuff.
Eivor, yes. This is a brilliant choice. Is that everything?
So I think
I have to go. See you soon.
besides
I
that,
hope to see you soon.
we still have stuff to clean up in Norway, so I want to go and do that, and then I'll pretty much be it. I haven't looked at anything here. It's worth mentioning. So there's a letter I haven't read, the pledge I haven't done yet. So a couple different things, but nothing I've looked at yet. So as far as story stuff's concerned, I haven't done anything.
So please make sure you look at my new designs.
What have you got for me today?
Finished?
I must take my leave. So long.
Goodbye, Eivor.
And I think until my computer gets fixed too, just to be on the safe side, I am going to stop every half hour. So it's going to be one session, but I am going to at half hour save, stop the recording, and then just do it manually in the half hour segments. That way, if I do happen to lose, I don't want to say it, but if anything's to happen and I'm going to lose footage, I don't lose that much. Oh, I picked up the Tarnaria sale. I was at
Enough for today?
the Opal store.
I'm
It was
off.
something I could buy,
Be
so I
well,
bought it.
friend.
Goodbye, Eivor.
Okay, so I think our inventory is more or less clear. Like I said, I want to head into Norway and start working through finishing up Norway, because there's still a lot of exploration to be finished there, and we'll start it and finished, I guess. So let's head to Norway. The one region's completely done, it's just the other region. Then after this session, or at least at some point off screen, I'm going to collect the rest of the treasure hoards. I'm going to do the Yanli little side quests there. I want to finish exploring this map too. Yeah, I think that was it. I'm going to treasure hoards, Yanli side quests, fishing deliveries. That was the other stuff I wanted. Oh, and the Cairn Stones, obviously. Apparently there's treasure down here, but I'm going to come back for that. Let's fast travel to this island first. That way I can take care of those two mysteries there. I guess that's where the bear is. Chest mysteries, and the rest of it's there. Alright. Yeah, I think that's the plan. We're starting with this island, and then we'll zigzag and zoom. That first. I apologize if you can hear my... Try that again. I apologize if you can hear my computer. If it seems louder than normal, it's not. It's just... It's in a different location. I moved things around a little bit here. Whilst I was trying to diagnose and figure out what was going on, so... It's in a different spot. It shouldn't be any louder. It should actually be maybe quieter if I had to guess, but... I remember we tried this Fly Egmata challenge before, but I believe it was way too high of a level for us at that time. Now it's a different story though. I'm gonna fly through it. No pun intended. I think the worst thing to get, by the way, was definitely reindeer. The reindeer antlers, because it's just like the deer stuff. It drops sometimes, not all the time. So you had to repeatedly keep going back and collecting that. And then also on top of that too, they only spawn in certain spots. Fly Garrick. Defeat the enemy. I was trying to, I was trying to parry that heavy strike like an idiot. Oh, okay. Apparently I only needed to kill the big guy. Aw, don't tell me I went out of bounds. That's some bullshit. Alright, let's speed this process up then. That was sloppy as all hell, but we did it. Promise I fight better than that. Poisoned. I was like, what the hell am I taking damage for still? I was thinking about if I wanted to put points into either Wolf Mastery or Raven Mastery. There really is no point. No pun intended. So I'm just going to keep dumping into Bear Mastery. If I was like a range build, probably do Wolf for sure. Or if I was still relying on evasion, I guess. But relying's a loose word there too, so... This is the other reason I waited though too, because I'm sure we're gonna find some Karen stones somewhere. Anomaly, interesting. I thought we had them all.
Yes, here we are. My anomalies. Let's see how these turned out.
That's cool that he has like sayings for these. I wonder if I had all of them left, how that would turn. Or if I could have done this with Layla, like how that would have turned out. I beg to differ, game. My elbow touched it. He could have grabbed that. We were all thinking that one. I didn't mean to jump that way. Just kind of happened. Cool. Gonna need this one here. So I can put that one there. And I can put this back over there so I can get back across. It's not too often I enjoy platforming games. That's why you don't see me ever play them. But the odd time I do. These platformers I don't mind. It goes right about there. I just gotta wait for this thing to come back. Arguably, if you want to call it, I think Stray was probably the last platformer we played. And that's a loose term, of course. I can't get off there quick enough. Once I realized how fast those things move down, I was kind of screwed. Okay, so I'm going to have to follow the one on the left. Get off, please. Speaking of other games, I know Wolong has its second DLC coming out sometime in September.
I have spoken with the mother, the father, the sacred voice. They have assured you
Exciting.
that success is imminent. Our people will survive the cataclysm.
Well, 6 times they have tried to save us, 6 times they have failed. Forgive me if I have my doubts.
The mother is working on a 7th. A bold solution. Risky. But she's confident it can work.
And what does the father say? Or the voice? They are strangely silent these days.
I'll wait for this to go right so I can go straight. I tried to jump on an angle there, but it just didn't really give it to me like that. I will say one thing. I'm interested to see how Mirage turns out now knowing what we know, fuck off, about Basim. If he was, you know, reincarnated Isu, is that going to play into the story, or are they just going to keep that aside? And that's also kind of the first assassin, to our knowledge, that we play as. That's Isu as well, or reincarnated. Okay, let's go this way. That way. Like, yeah, sure, apparently Desmond was part Isu, but I mean, arguably, you could probably say most all of his ancestors were Isu descendants, I guess. Okay, so I gotta wait for that. Run up. It's like tidal waves. Just gonna wait for the next one. I moved down too soon. I meant to hold A down too, but didn't quite get there. I don't know if I can make this second run.
And here, the fragment of an ancient memory.
We already seen this part. I guess they were anticipating us doing all of this before actually finishing that part of the game. There's Sigurd right there. Half an arm.
Let it flow. From the life tree we go. To the life tree we shall one day return. None may follow. Loki least of all. It is done. Now, to face our end.
I will find you, Mad One, on the far side of our doom.
Holy shit! What is that?
I have a few guesses, and all of them are wild. I'll upload this to the server.
Kind of odd that that chimed in there, so it makes me think I was supposed to find that as Layla. Hlutrholt. Yeah, we already knew that from watching, you know, prior to. Anything on those islands? Nope. That two things there? It is. Just too small wealth though, because the bigger one's up ahead. Actually, Once we get up here, I'm gonna stop, save, and then continue on. Just to be safe. Alright, 1 second here.